Still about 3.5 weeks out. I'm making breakfast right now for myself and Dan and the dogs. I just wanted to show you guys my oatmeal. So normally when I'm not prepping for a meet or just tracking in general, because I don't like tracking when I'm not prepping, I rather eat intuitively. But I do track quite diligently when I am prepping for weightlifting meets or powerlifting meets. So I'm trading my oatmeal. I normally have oatmeal with some kind of fruit, usually like mashed banana or a shit ton of blueberries or strawberries. Well, I'm swapping that out for more volume. So I'm still gonna have my oatmeal right now, but instead of the fruit, I am adding cauliflower to it, rice cauliflower. And it's not as tasty, but it does a trick, especially for volume. Look at all that. So normally, my banana would probably be half of that, but that's a pretty filling bowl. Was add 100 grams of rice cauliflower, and I put some water in it and threw that in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes. Then I put a serving of my gluten-free oats and a little bit more water. I added some vanilla, cinnamon, and a little bit of stevia. And I will top it off with a dollop of peanut butter. Alright, so it's Thursday. Usually with this program that I'm doing, Thursdays are training days. However, Dan didn't go into the gym today and I really needed his help because I had heavy bench press, and I'm just going to do it tomorrow along with my bodybuilding day, because Fridays are normally bodybuilding. So it'll be a double session tomorrow, which is totally fine. So today was like an extra day off. Second consecutive day off. That normally doesn't happen, but this week it just ended up happening. And so I am on a lower carb day. And it's not like terribly low. It's like 130 and my fat is like 60. Which is totally fine. I'm just being a little baby about it, and I'm hungry. And it's 5:45. Probably won't eat dinner till like 7. And I'm making like a taco salad because Dan wanted to get swell taco today. And the one thing that I really wanted were their pulled pork nachos. And it has the salsa verde in it. And they have my most favorite salsa verde. But I looked on the website and I read everything that was on the menu, and they noted that salsa verde may contain gluten. My heart is broken because I can't have that anymore. I was like so upset about it, and I told Dan, I was like, don't even get me swole taco. I don't even want it, because like even if I didn't get those nachos with the salsa verde, I would still get like the carnitas tacos, and it is a corn shell. But the carnitas come with salsa verde, so I can't even have that. So I just decided to make my own taco salad while he has tacos, and then we have some friends coming over to watch the open. So they'll be enjoying tacos, and I will have my salad, which is fine.
I'm fine.
Really?
Absolutely. I'm fine. Totally fine. I don't know why it's coming out all loud and squeaky, because really, I'm fine.
I did plug my Ocho bar, but like honestly, something this small when you're on a cut is totally not worth the macros for it. I think it's like 27 carbs. Yeah, 27 carbs and 9 grams of fat. When you're on a cut, this is definitely not worth it, but this is like day 2 of me like being on low carbs, and I want something sweet, and I like these Ocho bars. This is caramel and peanut butter. It tastes like a very organic Snickers bar, obviously not as big. And then I love the coconut dark chocolate Ocho bar because it tastes like a Mounds, and it's absolutely delicious. but I am like craving, and I'm trying to hold off on eating this, but I want it so bad. So I definitely plug this in for the day, and I can always take it out instead of like, you know, wasting my carbs and fat on this. I could do so much with 9 grams of fat and 27 grams of carbs, but I really want this, and so I'm just gonna continue drinking my water and my tea and try to hold myself over for as long as possible. And that's like my biggest advice for you guys. To curb my appetite, I just drink more liquids, and I wait a little bit. I'm like, all right, I'm not really that hungry, I'm just craving. Real quick, I just want to talk about my bench press and the arch. So every single time that I post a video of my arch in my bench press, there's always at least one person that has a comment about it, and or, you know, just questions like, why are you arching so much? Well, first off, I'm pretty flexible, so it's not like I'm breaking my body just to get into that position. It comes naturally. And speaking of natural, the spine has 3 natural curves in it, and the lumbar, which is the part that you see super arched, is one of them. If you look at the way I'm setting up with my feet on the bench and I'm trying to get in that good position, I'm actually trying to retract my scaps, which is going to give me more support and stability. And not only that, but it gives me a better range of motion, and then I can lift heavier weight, because like essentially it's turning into a decline press with the arch, because it allows for more weight to be moved. Alright, so I just did my check-in with myself. I'm so emotional. 2 months ago, when I was diagnosed with celiac, I was roughly like 125, 126 pounds, and so I've been 2 months gluten-free, and I've been so strict on myself, like reading labels, like doing everything that I can to remove the gluten, because it just made me feel so shitty. And like, without trying, like I haven't really dropped my macros until recently, since I'm 4 weeks out from my meet, but without even trying, just taking out the gluten, I've been dropping weight, which is great. Today I weigh 119.8. I didn't really like notice much of a change in my clothes. I mean, I do feel lighter, I feel leaner, but not like, I didn't think anything drastic. And then I did my check-in pictures, and I had a particular picture that I took right before I was diagnosed with celiac disease. And so I thought to myself, like, you know what, months from now, I'm gonna use that picture. Although it like embarrasses the shit out of me, I am gonna use that picture as a progress photo. And so I put on the same outfit that I wore for that picture, and I tried to recreate the same pose and everything at the same time. And it amazed me how much of a difference it looks without even trying. It sucks to have celiac disease, but I'm so glad that I know what's wrong with me, and I know how to prevent that yucky feeling and feeling sorry for myself. And I'm just happy to have an answer. Oh my gosh, why am I so emotional? I just finished my period.
Before I knew what was wrong with me, I was always depressed and just feeling so sorry for myself. I just wasn't Ricky, you know? So that's why, you guys, I'm stressing it to you guys. If you feel off for a while, for a month, like you just don't feel like yourself, you feel depressed, and it's not just about like the bloating and diarrhea, constipation, like any of that. Like if you're mentally not there and you're usually not like that, you need to go get checked out. There's more symptoms to celiac disease than you think. I'm just happy that without even trying, just taking out gluten, that I'm dropping weight, I'm leaning out, and I'm all here. Like I am happy again. I am, you know, I have a full heart, and I'm more pleasant at the gym, and I'm enjoying life right now, and really happy that I'm through that obstacle. That's it.